Welcome back. It still is the Saturday morning show, 92.3 Nigeria Info. My name is Sam Orokuchinedu. Well, it's a few minutes past 9 a.m. And if you follow the Saturday morning show, you know what happens at this time. It's Stand Out with Mr. Patrick. Good morning, Mr. Patrick.
Good morning, Sammy.
How you doing?
I'm good. Are you hanging on your old fuel or the new fuel?
Literally speaking, it's a new fuel because I just bought it yesterday.
Okay.
But in the other way, I'm not sure what the answer is supposed to be. How have you been?
I've been good, thank you.
No, that's nice to know. How's the week been?
Been a beautiful, innovative week, really.
Wonderful. I'm happy to hear that. Okay, so the reason why Mr. Patrick asked about, what you're hanging on is because the topic for today is titled The Hanger. For as long as I've been here, hanger has only meant one or two things, really. I'm not sure what meaning he will give to it with this conversation, but you and I are about to find out. So, Mr. Patrick, what is a hanger?
A person who hangs things, one who hangs or causes to be hanged. A person who hangs things. You hanged that hot for years. That success for years. The wise man said something as a door is hanged to the wall, so the lazy man keeps turning over, hanged to his bed. Proverbs 15:9 said, love overlooks mistakes of others. Right? Love overlooks mistakes of others, but hanging on the failures of others would diversify friendship. I like this, and it really helped shape my life. This particular one, Proverbs 19:11 said, an understanding person demonstrates patience, for mercy means holding your tongue. When you are insulted, be quick to forgive and forget, for you are virtuous when you overlook an offense. Offense will come, but it's a glory when you overlook an offense. Sammy, you're responsible for your life and growth, wellness and success. No one grows it for you. It's either you are growing and advancing or you are hanging. No matter the justification, the logical disposition, or the entitlement of your desire for external push. Unfortunately, majority of us are so dependent or focuses on external momentum to act on us before we can unhang our life. I had that discussion between the university lecturers and government. They have been hanging there for too long.
Yes, sir.
That's what we talk about, hunger. It's either you are doing life or life is doing you. So I think life is doing Nigerian, not we doing life.
Oh, okay.
The last caller, second to the last caller, talk about the gathering of intellectuals. And every Nigerian is an intellectual. We all profile, but it's a logical thing, it's a mind thing. It's not connected to the heart. Too many of us are too sad with lives offered to allow newness of bliss and possibility to emerge. Just because you can't see it with your eyes does not mean you can't be and live in it. And this is the struggle with many Nigerians. Let your imagination be healthier than your reality. Life is a journey, Sammy, not a destination. It is the how and how, not necessarily the what. That's the outcome. It is not the quantity, but it's the quality that matters. It's not about having, it's about being. It is not the unselfish act. It is not the self-centeredness, but it's the self-care. It is not by logic, it's by faith. Advancement and success respect faith and risk than safety and comfort. Somebody that is in a position where he collects a gunje.
Okay.
He's so comfortable with that egunje. than to seek for promotion. If you do anything to move him, he will rather resign or do something.
Yes, because
he knows back there.
He knows what's coming in.
He knows what is coming in.
Yeah.
That's comfort and safety. That's not advancement. And that is a limitation a lot of people hang on to. So advancement and success respect faith and risk than safety and comfort. And once man said, the sluggard, that's the hunger, says there's a lion outside, I will be killed in the public square. You see the meaning? Is it making sense now? It is self-destructive to live with distractors and haters, abusers, heartbreakers, betrayers in mind. People are miserable because their body is in the present, but their mind is hanged and grovels in the past. Negative memories rain like rocks. Unsuccessful project increases anxiety. Bungled relationship motivate hanging and anxiety. And hanging limits your life. Let me break it down, right? A particular gentleman walked up to me to borrow something.
Okay.
And I gave it to him, right? Willingly, because I felt I was going to give it to him.
Yeah.
And I could afford to help him. You know, the guy took me to court on my good. You know, I hung there for a while until I realized that, hey, I can get past this. So when I talk from experience. I don't talk about what I read. I try what I practice. He literally took me to court until I asked myself, can my good bring me evil? Because I'm not in control of what people think or do to me. I'm in control of what I do.
That's
so
right.
I invested my life on that goodness and I moved on. I would have been there with hypertension and blood and haters and all that, right? Because Richard has said, you remember ugly incidents and experiences with greater frequency, detailed, and intensity than good. And I wonder how we built our life that way. Because your memory could be your best friend or worst enemy, imprisoned or hanged by your imagined limitation within your mind. I choose to intentionally leave the past hurt, disappointment, and betrayals, failures, with their associated attachment and feelings, the anger behind, and cautiously focus on the future with endurance that produces approval of the Lord. Unforgettable experience can either be a source of advancement or could be the hunger itself. I watch people decay because somebody disappointed them, and all their life they've been there. All their lives, okay, hey, my life changed because of that. You choose that status. That's why I would say, is life doing you, or are you doing life? There are two kinds of persons in life. We have what they call the historical thinkers. And historical thinking causes you to hang on the past. But historical thinkers really are people who think critically as a skill to process information from the past, or a strategy that historians deploy to construct meaning of past events and compare it with a contrasting source of information. So if it's not making meaning, right, it's hanging you. And majority of us, the reason why marriage break is hangers. They hang out on a hurt for too long. The reason people can't go back to school, they hang on a failure that they've encountered. The business why people can't let go of the business that crash is because they're hanging on the memory of the success or the past failure. Because either way, you can hang yourself that, oh, I achieved it. It's supposed to be a momentum to spur you to greater height. But now, you see, when I was a man, you know, those were, when men were men, that's hangers. Oh, when I was young, oh, I used to pray for 12 hours. What happened now? You're hanging on the old memories. Oh, I used to be a great worship leader. Oh, I used to attend this. I used to be that. That's then. You're still hanging on the old. Now, we have what they call the forward thinkers. Forward thinkers are ones who spend a lot of time thinking deeply about important and meaning and advancing purpose. Think that will serve you, nothing that will not increase you. Don't give to pain and disappointment permission to govern the past. When you permit pain and disappointment rule you, the future hides behind the limit. And then I just keep wondering, we go the same cycle. We can't even think from another cycle. And we hang on, hey, it's me. He did me, she did me. Oh, they did me, the company did me. The company has closed. 10 years ago, they owe you. They are 6 months or 1 year. And yet you're still that sport. The past is a hunger when it's not a source of influence that delimits you from reaching your dream future. Forgetting is deliberate choice to act without the pain and disappointment in mind. You don't forget by trying to forget. You succeed at forgetting by acting with the future in mind. Constantly infuse your memory that you're worthy of all goodness. You are a necessity to the world. Know you are a creator of your life. Your true self starts by number one, knowing who you are and identifying your source. Sammy, since I got to find out who I am, my life literally, I know my source. Listen, you can't take advantage of me. You can't hurt me. I choose then owning your life, accepting who you are. I have accepted my mistakes and my failures are what people refer as failure. Till now, I've accepted as part of my life. And you're referring to that past. It's not me. This is a new person. Choosing how to express your life. That's why I have created my value system. My value system is an amazing thing that I negotiate with life. So I'm an engager, I'm a riser. Why? I can rise above my limits. So how do we reintegrate? Forget future, remember less the people. When you forget failure and remember the lesson, the people that have advanced you. So this is how I am. If I want to, someday I wanted to be sad and cry. But when I went up to cry, I was remembering more of where I'm coming from and how far God has brought me. And so in my memory, there was nothing to hang on in terms of negativity. I know people call me and ask me, if you're this, that, why did this thing happen to you? I say, hey, come on. Forget disappointment and remember what you saw in yourself, aligning to your core center of values and meaning. Forget pain and remember people that enable you and empower your growth. Forget mess and remember the reward. Forget those that weakened you and remember those who strengthened you. Forget that self-doubt and remember you can believe again. I want to stop here. I mean, there's a whole lot I can say.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. And now my whole lot begins. You're responsible for your life and growth. It's not about having, it's about being. It's not by logic, it's by faith. My question, what do you make of fear of the unknown?
There's no unknown.
Unknown is what you don't know right now.
So why are you concerned about the unknown?
I asked this question because you talked about a person who's in a position,
yes,
and they're getting some benefits.
Yes.
And because of that, they try to even avoid a promotion or anything that will take them away from there. Now, at that point, there is the known, which is the benefits coming in. They know how much is coming.
It's comfort, it's safety.
Exactly.
Yes.
But they know.
But have you tried that?
Now, they are scared of living there because
they do not know who they are.
Because they don't know where they are going.
They don't know who they are. It's not about where you're going. Life is a journey.
Yeah, but there are parts that are unknown. So if a person is not enthusiastic about taking the next phase.
That's why Nigerians, where we are, we know. We keep knowing what we think. but we have never tried the other one. We have never come down as a people to challenge government because we are government.
What about fear of impending danger?
What is pending danger?
Danger that is coming.
It has not come. And this is why we're saying people, right? I said something, I didn't say it. It's your greatest problem is when you are in comfort and refuse to go to uncomfort zone. You know, adversity advances than comfort.
True.
So what are we talking about?
Can you choose your adversity?
You can choose your adversity.
Must you choose an adversity?
Listen, why do you fast? To advance.
Yeah, naturally.
Do you understand? Why do you put discipline? Why do you put limit around yourself? Those are over there. Why do you decide to isolate yourself to regain? Why do you even go to kitchen to cook? You should have just, called food. Is it palatable to go to the kitchen?
You should have called food.
Yeah. So you see, when we train from pain, we can absorb pain.
But should we be looking forward to pain?
But pain is natural to life. Whether you like it or don't like it,
I agree, but should I be expecting it?
Now, listen, we have also said this, right? If you're not deliberate of your pain will be deliberate over you. It's like somebody who is not deliberate to consider sugar intake, and you know there's obesity in your life. That thing will come, great pain. So there are two kinds of pain: deliberate pain or forced pain.
So choose your pain.
Choose your pain.
Interesting. What's happening with Standout?
Standout. Next, it's been amazing. Go to our website and get past everything. You see, what we're here is to challenge status quo. Own your life. Choose how to express it. You cannot be a victim to life. Mm-hmm. You have the capacity to recreate yourself. Even in that sickness, that sick bed, you can find meaning in that sick bed. That's what Standout is all about.
Okay. And how can people connect with Standout?
In all our social media, So I Standout.
And the website?
www.soistandout.com. Beautiful place to go and feed your mind.
All right. When's the next engagement?
That will be the first Saturday of the month.
Okay.
Yeah, we will give you. It's going to be amazing. Cultivated.
Wonderful. And those who want to connect with you?
0033411451. 0033411451.
Thank you, Mr. Patrick.
Thank you, Sammy, and what you do.
All right. Have yourself a wonderful Saturday. Now, coming